Imagine stepping onto a golf course and knowing that the entire world is watching, not just because of the game, but because of you. In a world obsessed with celebrities, only few names make it to the headlines like Rory McIlroy. Known for his phenomenal ability, the Irish golfer has been an extraordinary talent with fierce determination and unyielding passion for the game. Can anyone pull off a total of 40 career victories, winning 4 major titles, 22 wins on the PGA Tour, and 10 on the DP World Tour? We might never know, but one thing is for sure: there will never be another golfer like Rory McIlroy. Back in 1989, somewhere in Belfast, Rory was born into an average family, and even though they weren't wealthy, they promised to give Rory everything they could. Both parents worked multiple jobs to make ends meet and provide for their son. His father, Jerry, a golfer at the nearby Hollywood Golf Club, had scratch handicap before Rory was born. At age 2, Jerry gave Rory a small golf club. Little did they know, this was the beginning of something extraordinary. Jerry showed Rory how to grip the club, and that night, Rory fell asleep clutching it perfectly. From that day onward, Rory couldn't be separated from his club and was hitting 40-yard drives at just 2 years old. Despite breaking many plant pots and sending balls into neighbors' yards, Rory's passion for golf only grew. At age 7, he became the youngest member of the golf club, a record he still holds. His love for golf was so strong that he was the one dragging his dad to the course, never the other way around. Every day at the golf club, Rory met his childhood coach, Michael Bannon, who continues to coach him today. Rory had a natural talent for golf, and Michael was there to guide him and make small adjustments as needed. By age 9, Rory's incredible potential was clear, and he traveled to Florida to play in the Under-10s World Championship. His parents took a big risk, investing everything in his future. Rory, unaware of the pressure, simply enjoyed the game and won the championship. This time, the media in Northern Ireland went wild. Rory was invited onto national TV and was being hailed as the next big thing in golf, not just in Northern Ireland, but worldwide. At age 10, he even scored his first hole-in-one, a rare achievement for any golfer. Throughout his childhood, Rory played across Europe, impressing everyone. As he approached the end of high school, Rory represented Europe in the 2004 Junior Ryder Cup, helping secure a victory on foreign soil. At age 15, he signed a letter of intent to play collegiate golf at East Tennessee State University. Back in Ireland, Rory continued to compete and became the youngest winner of both the West of Ireland Championship and the Irish Close Championship, retaining both titles the following year. With these wins, Rory found himself at a crossroads in his budding golf career. Early in his life, Rory knew exactly what he wanted to do, and everyone around him could see his potential. He sat down with his parents to discuss his future, and it was clear where things were headed. Rory didn't want to waste time going to college. In fact, he wanted to continue playing amateur golf in Europe. After some thought, he decided to forego his golf scholarship. A few weeks later, Rory shot a new competitive course record at 61 at the Dunluce Links of Royal Portrush Golf Club. Shortly after turning 16, he was invited to the British Masters for experience, just to get a feel for what it was like to be a professional golfer. Even at 16, he was turning heads on the range with the unique sound of his golf shots, making an impression as the amateur among pros. By 18, his journey had really taken off. He was playing golf every day and gaining valuable experience. He helped Ireland win the European Amateur Team Championship at Western Gales Golf Club in Scotland, alongside future Open champion Shane Lowry. So, he tied as the individual leader in the initial stroke play rounds, leading Ireland to its first title in the championship since 1987. Very quickly, he found himself on a roll, with invites pouring in from all over the world. At 17, he made the cut on the European Tour for the first time at the 2007 Dubai Desert Classic, but had to pass on the prize money of €7,600 due to his amateur status. It was becoming clear that skipping college was the right move for Rory, and things were only looking up. In August 2006, Rory won the European Amateur Championship at the Biella Golf Club in Milan, Italy. propelling him to the top of the world in amateur rankings. Thanks to his world ranking and recent victories, he received an invite to the 2007 Open Championship at Carnoustie, one of golf's toughest challenges. Rory opened with a first round of 68, finishing the competition at +5 overall, and claimed the silver medal as the highest finishing amateur. As his amateur career was winding down, the big leagues were calling, but he had one last amateur competition to play, the 2007 Walker Cup at Royal County Down. Things didn't go perfectly as he halved his morning foursomes and lost to Billy Horschel in singles on the first day. On the second day, he lost his morning foursomes but redeemed himself by beating Horschel in singles. Despite his efforts, the British and Irish team lost by 1 point. This marked the end of Rory's amateur career, and it was only a matter of time before the professional accolades and earnings started rolling in. Before we go further, here's a quick message from our sponsors, OddsJam. OddsJam is the top choice for data-driven sports betting, tracking over 260 sportsbooks in real time. With OddsJam, you'll become a profitable sports bettor using strategies similar to those employed by successful investors and traders. How does it work? Thanks to the OddsJam arbitrage tool, which identifies discrepancies in sports betting lines across the market, this tool finds arbitrage betting opportunities, guaranteeing risk-free profits by spotting these differences. You can even bet on both sides of the market and still make a profit. But that's not all. OddsJam also offers a positive EV calculator to help you optimize your bet sizes and a bet tracker to monitor your profits across all your sportsbook accounts. By using OddsJam, you'll bet smarter and more responsibly, leading to long-term profitability. Plus, they're so confident in their product that they offer a 7-day free trial. Ready to try it out? Use code TIME for a 35% discount on your first month. Speaking of sponsors, Rory didn't have any equipment sponsor yet, so he used whatever clubs he liked. His first major sponsor was Jumeirah Resorts and Hotels, with a deal reportedly around $100 million. This meant that even before playing his first professional tournament, Rory was financially secure. In his first year as a pro, Rory wasn't messing around. He finished third at the Alfred Dunhill Links and fourth at the Open de Madrid the following week. These impressive results made him the youngest affiliate member in the history of the European Tour to earn a tour card. He earned £250,000 and finished 95th on the Order of Merit and was the highest-ranked associate member in 2008. During his first full season, Rory received calls from Tiger Woods inviting him to play at the Hero World Challenge, but he declined to stay loyal to the European Tour. It was a whirlwind year full of valuable experience. He entered the World Top 200, lost his first playoffs at the European Masters, made 6 top 10s, and finished the year inside the World Top 100, despite not winning any tournaments. A few months into the new year, Rory clinched his first win at just 19 years old at the Dubai Desert Classic. He beat a star-studded field that included Justin Rose, Henrik Stenson, and Sergio Garcia, proving he had what it takes. At an age where most are just learning to drive or legally drink, Rory had already achieved an astonishing feat. Meanwhile, things weren't slowing down for Rory, with the Masters just months away and now breaking into the top 50 in world rankings. He earned a spot at the 2009 Masters. He finished an impressive tie for 20th, capturing the world's attention. After dedicating himself to the European Tour, Rory started exploring the PGA Tour ahead of the US Open, where he placed tied for 10th, his first top 10 in a major, and a significant step towards his lifelong goal. Rory continued playing in America ahead of the PGA Championship before returning to Europe to finish his season. He came second behind Lee Westwood in the race to Dubai, an incredible feat considering he balanced playing on 2 tours that year. Realizing he needed to commit to one tour, he joined the PGA Tour for the 2010 season. However, top 10 finishes were becoming the norm for Rory, but he couldn't quite clinch a win. Suffering from a sore back, he decided to take 2 weeks off. Upon his return, listening to his body paid off. On May 2nd, at the Quail Hollow Championship, Rory won his first PGA Tour event after shooting a new course record of 62 in the final round. He became the first player since Tiger Woods to win a PGA Tour event before his 21st birthday, earning a 2-year exemption on tour. He kept breaking records, shooting 9 under par at the Open Championship with St Andrews, scoring 63 on the opening day, the lowest first-round score in over 150 years of history, and tying the course record. This performance propelled him to tie for 3rd place and pushed him up to 7th in the world rankings. But at the PGA Championship, Rory's weaknesses began to show. He missed a 3-foot putt on the 15th green, dropping out of the lead. Then, he narrowly missed a birdie putt on the 18th green, leaving him 1 stroke out of the playoff between Bubba Watson and eventual winner Martin Kaymer. Despite a great season on paper, Rory wasn't satisfied with his finishes. He was still chasing down that elusive first major. However, he gained a ton of experience along the way, and more was yet to come. In the Welsh countryside, Europe hosted the 2010 Ryder Cup. The teams battled all the way through to Monday, and Rory managed to secure a crucial half point, helping Europe win the Ryder Cup. After the tournament, Rory announced that he would return to play full-time on the European Tour. However, he promised to play over 10 competitions per year in the US, but wanted to be closer to his friends, family, and new girlfriend, Caroline Wozniacki. The decision seemed to be the right one, as top 5 finishes became more common. Rory was in the form of his life, and the field feared him like a prime Tiger Woods. Little did he know that one of the biggest upsets in golf history was about to set in. In the first round of the 2011 Masters tournament at Augusta National Golf Club, Rory shot a bogey-free 7 under par to take the lead. He made history as the youngest player ever to lead the tournament after day 1. On Friday, he shot 69 to extend his lead by 2 strokes over Jason Day. Every Saturdays, fans saw him shoot 70, finishing 12 under par going into the final round, 4 strokes ahead of his closest competition. But the Masters isn't just about skill, it's about mental strength. This course can twist you up and spit you out without mercy, as we've seen countless times before. Despite his comfortable lead, Rory's game fell apart on the final day. One mistake led to another, and there was nothing any caddy could do to calm him down. He ended up shooting the worst round in history by any professional golfer, leading after the 3rd round of the Masters, a record that still haunts him today. He finished tied 15th at 4 under par. Despite the setback, Rory got right back up and continued to fight. The battle may have been lost, but the war was still there to be won. In June 2011, Rory McIlroy arrived at the Congressional Country Club, greeted by the world media. The pressure was immense, but Rory seemed different, poised, calm, and keeping to himself. Now, Rory seized the opportunity, striding with newfound confidence. He looked determined, like he had something to prove, and no one was going to stand in his way. He carded a bogey-free 65, 3 strokes ahead of 2 major winners, Yang and Charles Schwartzel. Rory dominated the headlines once again. So, he maintained his momentum, breaking several US Open scoring records. He became the first player in the championship's history to reach a score of 13 under par at any point in the tournament. Saturday brought more favourable conditions, with many players taking advantage, but Rory was relentless, extending his lead to 14 under par, a historic achievement in the US Open. With the memory of the Masters still fresh, Rory remained focused. In one last display of skill and determination, Rory showed the world that the Masters was just a blip. He achieved the rare feat of shooting all 4 rounds under par in a US Open, a feat accomplished only 4 times before in the event's history. From there, he went on to win many competitions, bringing his total to 40 professional wins. He's already cemented his legacy as a Golf Hall of Famer and one of the greatest golfers of the last decade. However, it's been 10 years since McIlroy won a major title at Valhalla. Just recently, he came into the tournament as one of the top contenders after winning the Zurich Classic of New Orleans and the Wells Fargo Championship in his previous 2 outings. Despite dealing with personal matters, including filing for divorce from his wife, Erica, McIlroy managed to focus on his game and made an impressive start with 5 under 66 on the first day. Although he faced some challenges during the 2023 Masters tournament and ended up with a level par 71, McIlroy remained in the mix with rounds of 68 and 67 over the weekend, finishing in a tie for 12th as Xander Schauffele clinched his first major title. McIlroy, who had a slow start to his PGA Tour season before his consecutive wins leading up to the PGA Championship, showed glimpses of his brilliance with a final round that included 7 birdies, but was marred by 3 bogeys and 2 costly water hazards. Following Schauffele's victory, McIlroy dropped to 3rd in the world rankings, marking the first time he's been outside the top 2 since his win at the Genesis Scottish Open in July.
From Rory McIlroy.
Despite his recent ranking dip, McIlroy remains confident in his game, especially as he leads into the final 2 majors of the year 2024. If you're curious about the financial side of professional golf and want to know how much top golfers like McIlroy and Schauffele actually make, check out this video.